Hey there. So this is my Akira-themed laser bazooka and Kaneda Cosplay. So what to say? It's a laser bazooka in the theme of Kaneda's bike and laser bazooka. I just sort of smashed them all together because I wanted something to go to a con with, and I wanted it to be sort of reminiscent of the bike, because the bike is also a fairly significant part of the character, and not just the laser bazooka, which is just kind of an accessory that he gets at the end, but I kind of wanted to smash everything together just so that, for fun. It's made out of trash, and it weighs maybe a pound, but yeah, I just took a whole bunch of crap from my plastic container bin and started gluing stuff together. This is just a cardboard poster tube and a bigger cardboard poster tube that has been more or less, beveled. And I did one at the end too, but yeah, I guess I'll go through and talk about it piece by piece here. But it's got a sonic core, and it's actually being muffled because otherwise it's really super loud. I'm not gonna do it because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. That's why I'm talking quiet. But there's a button on the other side here. I'll flip it over in a second. But yeah, I guess we'll start from the front. This is a water bottle, a Star Trek water bottle that I got at the Star Trek exhibit in New York City, and it just had this really cool shape, and it's actually white, and this part lights up really cool, so I figured I'd go with that for the emitter. This is a NyQuil bottle. This is a Parmesan cheese container. This is a saw handle from an old miter box saw combo that I didn't like and I cannibalized. This is the recharge port right here. It's kind of just nifty how that just sort of closes up. I think that came from a bottle of rubbing alcohol. A couple of standby greeballs that I always use, like the soy sauce bottle tops, split loom, 5-hour energy. Very obviously a Listerine bottle for the scope, gigantic ass scope. This is a salt grinder that I cut the top off and put to the end over here, which, by the way, has a E11 reticle on it that I never used for the E11. This is the Tylenol bottle top, and it's got these little trapezoids here because that's the safety lockout mechanism, and it's sitting on top of the pump top of dishwashing liquid. What's cool about those pumps, like for hand soap and dishwashing soap, if it's a pump, you can take the pump apart and have really cool greebles. And I used them on my steampunk lightsaber chainsaw gunblade, steampunk anything, steampunk jetpack has a lot of stuff on it. Yeah. Here's the switch down here. Notice it's not a trigger, so that if I bring it to a con, they can't complain about it having a trigger. I think this is just a pen that kind of got integrated. I forgot what it was, but could have been a pen. Scraps of EVA and Sintra all over the place. And of course the orange juice bottle cap. But yeah, the stickers were printed out. I just got some sticker paper and basically just printed them, and then they weathered up really nice, and they'll fade and basically bleach really well, and then yeah, and you just hit it with the acrylics. This is again the clear coat acrylic technique. It looks different on different colors, and let me zoom in, because like there is a lot of texture on this, because like once I had it assembled, then I wrapped the whole thing in aluminum tape, and then you take like a popsicle stick and then you just do this all over the whole thing, and it'll basically just create your panel lines for you once you do that. And once you hit it with the layering techniques, then all of a sudden you start to see a whole bunch of extra detail that you didn't have before, that you didn't see before. The rest of it, there's a little D-ring down here too, so that you can put it on a shoulder lanyard, kind of like a satchel. The goggles are just cheapo goggles from Amazon. The gloves are gauntlet gloves, and the left one is rolled up, but I sanded these and then hit it with kind of a really watered down wash, so that it darkened it up quite a bit, and even left some splotchy stuff, but yeah, that was good in my opinion. Boots are vinyl, so I wasn't able to sand them to get the same effect, but they have this kind of natural chaotic pattern to it already, and they fit me perfectly. So the jacket, let's go look at the jacket. Obviously I opted for the vinyl, or the canvas one, instead of the leather, just because it's lighter and it's fabric, so that you can dye it. And again, I dyed the crap out of this one just to get a little bit darker tone. No disrespect to everybody else that does Akira cosplay with super bright colors, because that's what the character is like in the anime, but I wanted something a little bit darker, and kind of like what I did with the Link, is that once you get it super, super dirty, then you bring it out into the bright light, and it has a real more subdued effect to it, which somehow brings it into the realm of realism a little bit more. I don't know how that works, whatever. But yeah, the patch darkened up really nice. This was also a super bright red, but I don't know if you can tell, but the lettering is actually kind of a gunmetal gray instead of white. But the buckles ended up tarnishing really well. I think they're just brass plated, but they ended up tarnishing really well. Still a bit glossy just because of the lights and stuff. Collar, I had to stiffen up the collar because it was really super floppy collar, but you just paint on some watered down Mod Podge, and then it'll pretty much stay the shape that you want it to. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of to talk about. This is the Akira-themed laser bazooka and Kaneda Cosplay. Alright, see you later.